We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Eckler. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week, as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them, because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
56, right there, 56. Switch up.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
At the 26.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And 9.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Lindsay here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Locke working out of the gun. This is caught and snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll try to run with Lindsay. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And the Chargers first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here is Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Edwards. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 23. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check back. Check 3. Check 3.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I'm coming in for you.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Lock. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lock. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
56, Mike 56, right there, right there.
Here's Lindsey. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, D. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He completes this to Sutton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll run with Lindsey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Mike 56, right there, 56.
On 2nd and goal. Lock. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Lock. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, here's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the gun. Locke. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On second down. It's Gordon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. Now it's Locke. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, let's get that ball.
Another run by Lindsey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Number 34 on the carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Going on the ground with Eckler.
Austin
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
taken down at the 17-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Bradley Chubb.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tied game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
On 2nd down now, it's Edwards. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Edwards, the ball carrier.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Three yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Back. Kill. Race don't travel.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now to the air, Lock. Open man Hamler, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 18. Lock and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Huh? Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Lock. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second down, it's Patterson. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
And the Chargers.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time.
Incomplete.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
53.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
The Broncos.
The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
56 to Mike.
Lock working out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it'll be third down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
A gain of 12.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 36. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
53, Mike, record.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Today's final score, Chargers.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I tell you, these